What's up, guys? Ben here with Just Paddles. Now we're here with the legend himself, the GOAT, Ben Johns. We're going to talk about this brand new paddle. You guys just released a new paddle, which we just spent time hitting, and it was really off the charts. And
buttery, right?
It was pretty unbelievable, honestly. The power that came from it, that's the word that I heard more than anything. But the spin, the control, the feel, everything was just off the charts awesome.
Yeah.
And I know you had a lot to do with it from the behind the scenes stuff, which for players is so important because there is the best of all time playing with every paddle and building it. So can you tell us about your paddle?
Sure, yeah. So the Perseus or well, really all of the models with the new tech is pretty revolutionary, I'd say. It's interesting because usually paddles are focused on improving one thing at a time, spin, power, solidity, whatever it is. I think this paddle has done a good job of probably three primary attributes. First, we hear a lot of power, right? It definitely, the ball is compressing more on this paddle, and it's a lot of exit velocity. Definitely very good. And not just with ground strokes. Like, you can generate a lot of power on ground strokes, but I'd say the most significant part for me is when you hit a volley, it just comes off hot, right? And being scared to attack somebody because they're going to hit it back hard is one of the biggest parts of the game. So I think that part is really excellent. Secondly, I'd say because of that increased compression and the dwell time, you're getting more spin too. And spin is great. If you're going to be hitting the ball harder, you need to make sure it's coming down, dipping with some top spin. And the last part I'd say is a little more personal. It's feel-based, right? And I think I said this to somebody earlier. It's interesting because up to this point, most paddles have been pretty similar in terms of how they feel. There's some differences, but I'd say this might be the most drastic difference in how a paddle feels on the face compared to anything you've used before. And to my knowledge, most people that have tried it have definitely liked that feel. It seems like you can feel the ball on the paddle face more. It's not really a dead feel. It's more like very lively feel. So yes, it springs off very fast and velocity can be hard to control, but I think with the increased feel, once you get used to it, you can certainly kind of control the ball a little more and just massage it a little bit, get the ball to go where you want.
And that's what exactly how I felt is when we played it the first time. Sailing balls, crushing balls, but then you kind of get into it. It's like, oh, I don't need to swing as hard to generate the power. So
then you can get more top spin, which is super helpful once you realize, hey, I can actually close it a little more and really whip it, and it comes down a little more. Once you learn how to use your weapon, it's a nice weapon.
And that's what's really cool about this is you can tell there was a ton of research and development. Your engineering team, and I know you are very smart in this category too, is there was a ton of thought process behind this. But it actually came into fruition. Like, you can see the thoughts and everything come into the actual paddle.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely remember when they first gave me prototypes of an initial design, I was like, this is interesting. I feel and see where you're going with this. It's not there yet, but keep looking at this because you have something here. And they're like, we have something? I was like, you have something. So we got more iterations, and I was like, we're getting closer, guys. It's feeling really good now. And on the final version, I was like, I think we did it.
I think you did it too. It's definitely like gonna fly off the shelves. I think you guys did such a good job. So definitely check out Ben John's new paddle. Where? At Just Paddles.